Continuing my look at the Le Mans Legends pack that was just released as DLC for Project Cars 2, today we are going to drive what I consider to be the star car of the pack, the Porsche 917 LH. Now the LH stands for Langheck, which I believe directly translates in German to long neck, but in English we think of it as long tail. And that is exactly what this car is, a long tail version of the Porsche 917. It only raced in 3 races, the 1969, 1970, and 1971 24 Hours of Le Mans. This car is the 1971 version. And the reason it has that long tail is for better aerodynamics down these long straightaways such as the Mulsanne. This car is capable of speeds of nearly 250 miles per hour. And to put that in perspective, this is a car that raced in 1971. And to add a little bit of challenge and a little bit of stupidity to this, we are going to race in a thunderstorm here at the 1971 version of the Circuit de la Sarthe, also added in the Project Cars 2 Le Mans, or Spirit of Le Mans pack. I think I may have called it the Le Mans Legends pack, but it's pretty much a Le Mans Legends pack because most of the cars, and certainly the track, is legendary. And you can see the speed difference between the regular 917K and the LH Porsche 917. It's not even close. I passed him before I even got to the Mulsanne kink, even though he tried to pass me on the outside, and that was kind of stupid. But yeah, we're doing a 6-lap race, similar to what we did with the Ferrari yesterday, but the entire dynamic of this track has changed because of the fact that it's pouring with rain. But as they say in the Audi documentary, it always rains at Le Mans. Let's get into it. So here we come down for the green at Le Mans in a very heavy, daunting rainstorm. This will be fun as we come through the Ford chicane. A couple of Ferraris out in front, a couple of Ferraris making contact, but we're underway. Only about 4 Ferraris in this race. Not a very Ferrari-heavy grid. Most of the field made up of 917s. There is another 17 LH in this race. Woohoo! Ooh, bit of a stack up in turn 1. I'm glad I saw that. It's the other Gulf liveried one, so we didn't get the Martini liveried 917 LH in here. Oh, braking early, but I didn't brake early enough because it feels very stacked up still. Underneath the 1970 version of the Ferrari 512, maybe passing. Oh, he's still side by side with me down into Tetra Rouge. In behind the Penske Ferrari, which I drove yesterday. It's actually the exact car I drove yesterday. So let's see the difference between that car and this car on the straightaway as we head on to the Mulsanne for the first time. Bye-bye. I've got the hacks activated because I just blew the doors off the car I was running with yesterday. And we're already over 200 miles an hour, actually catching my teammate in the other Porsche LH. Bye-bye. So long. And look at this, 220 miles an hour. 223, 224, 25. Oh God, we are going to hit 240. Look how fast this is. God, I hope nobody pulls out a line here. 231, 232, 33, 34. Are we going to get 240? Oh yeah, baby. I think we are going to get 240. 237. Oh, side by side. Woo! Woo! Oh, the closing speed. Oh, the closing speed. Oh, the closing speed. I don't know how the car isn't damaged from that. Oh, the closing speed. Oh, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. I deserve to be dead. Oh my God. Okay, get your bearings back, David. The car's fine. The car's fine somehow. Oh, very hard to get the power down out of the Mulsanne hairpin. We head down the run to Indianapolis, car directly behind me. Look at the back of my car. Ooh, I kind of hit the wall a little bit, I think. Is it damaged at all? Yeah, we got a little bit of damage on the front. We'll see how much that affects me as we go through this race. Hard on the brakes. Completely unsighted heading into Indianapolis. Woo! A little bit of a kick from the back of the car. Just really can't do anything with that Porsche in front of me. Whoop. Going to get some serious counter steer out of the corner all the way down this little straightaway here from Indianapolis to Arnage. Crank it in there. Try not to hit the dirt embankment on the outside, and also don't spin off the corner, David. And what would have been the run to the Porsche curves on the modern circuit is the run to the Ford chicane on this one. Very, very long, fast section here. Already up into 5th gear, and just for reference, that Ferrari I drove yesterday was hitting 5th gear right about here where I'm lifting off for the kink over the crest of the hill. And now we're heading into Maison Blanche, which is a very treacherous corner in dry conditions. So I'm going to try to be very cautious through here, which I was able to do. Still sticking in 5th gear. Going to put it down in 4th to try to get a nice run down here to the Ford chicane. Down a gear, down into 2nd. I found 2nd gear is kind of the preferred gear for the Ford chicane because you can get good power down, but in the wet, not really. Okay, 1 lap down, 5 to go. Can I survive 5 more laps? We'll see. So head through turn 1, which was flat out yesterday in the dry in the Ferrari, but now in a long-tail Porsche 917 is certainly not in the wet. Ooh, boy, howdy. Car dancing all the way into the brake zone down the hill. I was probably a bit stupid going in that fast because it was the car was not reacting particularly the way you'd like it to. Down a gear, 2nd gear. Try to get it down into Tetra Rouge. Not really. Some big understeer off. It's not going to matter though. We're going to see if we... Well, we didn't do 240. We almost did last time. Hopefully we won't have some side-by-side action between the 917s up front this time. Up into 5th gear. Down the straightaway. In behind the 917K. And we'll pass him. Remember, we do have some aerodynamic damage from hitting the wall. So we're here at 205 already. Yeah, we're definitely going to hit 230 probably by the end of the straightaway. By myself, I was doing about 215 in practice. And I didn't even reduce the fuel in this car, so it's running on a full fuel tank. So theoretically, this car, I think, will easily hit 240 in dry conditions. Probably closer to 245 by itself, and in a draft, probably over 250, I would guess. So head very cautiously into the Mulsanne kink, you can see. So yeah, that first lap was really, I think, where we were going to see the speed. And we saw the speed all right. Almost 240 miles an hour. Down to 1st gear for the Mulsanne hairpin. And I have to drive like I'm trying not to step on a freaking egg off of that corner. So much wheel spin. And you can see the thunder, meet the thunder, and the lightning, or something like that. How's that song go? Anyway, we're in 1971. The trash music did not exist at that point. Oh, it probably did, but it didn't get pressed. How about that? Oh, down to 3rd gear. Way too late on the brakes, but I slid it in there anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is genuinely exhilarating. Down to 1st gear. Oh, the back end slides around. Goodness gracious. Now, I'm a little bit worried about that other 917 LH. He had trouble getting through the traffic on lap 1, but eventually, once he gets in clean air, he's going to be very fast. So I really don't want to be messing around with him. If I can get a gap or get past these guys ahead of me, so really cut the corner close there. Down to Maison Blanche again. I'm going to take it fairly easy through here. Again, don't need to push it too hard, David. Don't need to push it too hard. Car was still slipping and sliding through there. Down a gear. Probably could go down a gear before I get into that corner, but God, I just don't know. Oh, really late on the brakes, really late on the brakes. Sorry. Hit the back of the Martini Porsche. How bad did I damage the car? Nope, we're still at 6%, so I guess I didn't hit him that hard. Or whatever damage I already did to the car. I wasn't going to do any more by hitting a Porsche like that. Up in the 5th gear, just try to keep the car from understeering, but look at how much steering input I have to put in for that corner. That was barely a corner yesterday. And this is certainly a corner in any condition. This is really difficult in dry conditions, and I'm just tiptoeing through there. in the wet. Up to third. On to second. Back end sliding around. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Long tail powers activate. Let's go. Oh, I hit a puddle there. Heading on to the Mulsanne. Up into fifth. Let's see how much of a draft I can get. Nobody really behind me. Boy, that is a torn up race car back there. Or at least I really scratched the paint. That beautiful Gulf blue isn't very beautiful right now. Alright, not quite hit 200. Now we're at 201, 202. Definitely seeing the rooster tails getting closer and closer from that Martini hippie car. 208, 209. Oh boy, they're all in a group. They're all in a group. So we'll go underneath the hippie. Maybe catch the other John Wire 917K, which I do. So we got now one car in front of me. A little bit of a breather of the throttle again through the Mulsanne kink. Now down over the crest of the hill at some point. Where's that crest? There it is. Now here we go. Down into the Mulsanne hairpin. Fifth all the way to first, probably about 15-20 miles an hour from 240. Oh my gosh. That was a huge moment there. The car really stepped out on me. Really stepped out on me. Ooh, that was a granny shift. That was a granny shift. Clutch, David. Clutch. Nope. That's not clutch. Oh, caught the wall. Is it good? Is it good? I think it's good. May have damaged the front end again. The suspension feels fine though. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I would have died twice already. So challenge already failed. Oh, that's just a drift. That's all that is. Car is not on. The LH Porsche is right behind me now. It's right behind me. Yeah, we're at 12, so we doubled the damage, and certainly the back of the car is not looking very pretty right now. I actually went down into fourth before I get to Maison Blanche. So let's see how this works out. There's a puddle right before you turn in. Ooh. Boy, that is a butt clencher right there. That is for sure, that corner. So I actually found I broke too early the last time. I think we're all right this time. Or braked too early. Sorry. English sometimes doesn't compute with me. And we will see nighttime in this race as well. It's the same conditions as it was yesterday. It's just raining instead of overcast. Boy, and there's another granny shift. Tried to go up into fifth quick. And I ended up just bogging the car down through turn one. So not a great lap from David right there. And I hear that 917 behind me. You can start to see it get dark. Look at the car slide. Holy smokes. Oh my god, he's right behind me. Well, now we're going to see what happens when we got a damaged 917 versus a fully pulled, put together 917. What's going to happen? Well, he's not really catching me. Alright, long tail powers, activate. Down the straightaway. Look at the puddles I'm hitting in the center. How fast are we going now? 194, so we definitely lost probably about 10 miles an hour of speed just on the damage alone that I have, but I'm still pulling away, and it is getting dark, so very fast. I hope I have good course memory. Hopefully the lightning lights the track up a little bit. I guess that's what I can kind of hope for. Oh, it's definitely lighting up the track all right, just not quite the way I want to do it. Oh, look how dark this is in this corner. Holy cow. Boy, these headlights, if they are even on, they're not doing very much. Here's a possibility. I hadn't even considered this as a possibility, but did I knock the headlights out? Let's see. Nope, they're on. They're just not working. They are just not doing very much. Oh my god. Boy, I am struggling to get the car into 5th gear. Look at how dark this is down here. And this is sunset too. We're not even in darkness yet. Oh boy. That's a drift. That's a big drift. Good grief. Oh, now that's contact. Well, you don't want to hit your teammate, and I've managed to do that. Oh, I'm doing so much slide. The car is just... Ah! Nope, nope, that's a spin, that's a spin, that's a spin. And that is contact. Come on, get it in gear. Can we get the car back around? Thank you. Okay, well... Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Rookie in a car way better than he is. Okay. Well, I survived that. Somewhat. Don't hit the freaking side of the road, David, you stupid Muppet. Oh, what is he doing? Why are you passing me on the outside? Boy, he's not putting up with it anymore, is he? Oh, I got hit. Somebody hit me from behind. Either that or I hit that puddle the wrong way. Woo-wee! Whew. Okay, somebody put Rob Kaufman in that Ferrari. I think that was the problem. Actually building up a sweat now. This is genuinely fearful stuff here. Couldn't imagine what this is like in VR. Okay. Refocus, David. Refocus. We know where the problem areas are on the track. We know where I'm going to struggle. We know where I don't struggle. So I'm going to try to catch that yellow and red Porsche. I think it's a Martini liveried car, even though it's not quite the Martini livery that everybody knows and loves in front of me. I think we've got 2 laps to go. This one and the next one as well. Just kind of trying to keep track of the lap count. For whatever the reason, the people in the Sniggling pits won't tell me what lap it is. Come on, guys. Get to it. Okay, so the damage is exactly the same, so we should have the same top speed, about 200 miles an hour. And that looks like we're about there, 197. Not particularly the most fast in the entire world, and I'm actually second off my best lap. It's funny, if you get off of the Tetra Rouge corner badly on this version of the track, you lose almost half a second down the straightaway, down the Mulsanne. It's amazing. I was almost flat out through there. I had to lift on the exit, which was probably a bad thing. You kind of want to lift on the entry rather than the exit so that you can get a better launch off of the corner. Oh boy, 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 boy. That's just not fun. Past the signaling pits, the car just doesn't want to respond. Just like... The car was just like, nope. Oh, you want me to accelerate? Would you like to go sideways instead? Look at that. Yeah, car's really starting to struggle now. Now I've got to come in behind somebody into the Indianapolis corner, which is not... Oh, I got hit. 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 I got hit again. See, that was a Porsche, I think, that hit me. We got now a Ferrari underneath me. Come on, David, get it together. Gonna have 1 lap to go this time. Oh, the car's still just stepping out on me. Come on, come on, go, go, go. That is a poor-looking rear end at this point. Well, this is why the Porsche 917 LH never won the 24 Hours of Le Mans. They had David Land driving. That was the problem. If you just fixed that problem, Porsche, you would have had so many wins with this car. Boink. There's the 17th time I've died today. And the Ferrari decided to drive around the outside of me into Maison Blanche, and now completely blind. Completely blind. Completely blind. My God. I mean, if you've ever seen the movie Le Mans, I think it rains at night in that movie. And I'll be damned if this doesn't look exactly the same. Alright, here we go. This looks so spectacular. Amazing graphics. Just amazing. I mean, I'm on the regular Xbox One, too. I mean, this is something special here, folks. I'm in a Porsche in the 1971 24 Hours of Le Mans. I'm chasing a Ferrari at night in a thunderstorm.
You're in a good spot for taking him. Don't take too much risk. Try and squeeze past if you can.
Let's just drink that in for a second. Alright, come on, I need these long tail powers to activate one more time. Let's go. Down the Mulsanne straightaway, 200 miles an hour. That should be easy for you, car. You were 240 on lap 1 until I decided to completely be a wanker and crash. Okay, 185. No, we're in real trouble now because we're at 16% damage on the front of the car. 187. Still gonna be catching this Ferrari up pretty well here. 190. The problem is, earlier on in the race, I would have been blown past him so quickly it would have made your head spin, or his head spin anyway. And he's actually pulling me down the straightaway now. He's gone, and I am not particularly catching him very fast. Now to the Mulsanne kink, the final time. I tried to take it flat out, figuring, oh, I'm going slower, but I also have significantly less aerodynamic help on the front end of the car, which is severely damaged at this point. Down in our first gear, pitch it in. Come on, David. Yeah, just use the exit curve, whatever. Nope. Exit curve was a bad idea. Oh, I've crashed into the signaling pits. Oh, it's not. It's all over. It's all over. We're going to finish last, I think. Unless I can have a heroic comeback drive here. The second half of the lap. Yeah, nobody's behind me now. Look how dark this is. Look how dark this is. Good grief. Well, the lightning helped me out there a little bit. Lit up the track. Just imagine doing this in real life. And keep in mind how many times I've crashed during this. Look how dark. I can't even see the apex. The people who won this race back in the day. Again, brass ones. Big brass ones. How did they even fit them in the cars? I will never know. I guess supposedly these cars are supposed to be two-seaters, even the prototypes, even today. And I guess that second seat is just for the driver's balls. I can only assume that's what the two-seat rule is for. Especially back in these days. Amazing. We drive down what would be the run to the Porsche curves. I can't even see where that would be. Into the kink, kind of. At least they were kind enough to put some braking markers up there so I can kind of understand where I'm going. Well, the lightning again helping me out, heading down into Maison Blanche, which is completely unsighted at this point. There it is. There's also a puddle, which almost threw my car sideways. Well, I thought I was going to kiss the wall one more time for good measure, but now we're back, heading towards the Ford chicane for the final time. Good grief. Well, it wasn't the best driving in the world, but it was pretty tough conditions, no doubt about it. As I come across the chicane and to the line, I survived the night in Le Mans in the... Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh no. So, the Martini Porsche won in the hands of Matt York, who I'm pretty sure is a YouTuber, so, yeah, he made me look stupid. The 917 LH actually got to 4th overall, but it actually was beaten by the 917K from the John Wyer team. And I didn't finish last because one of the Porsche 917s retired. So, I wasn't last, even though I finished a minute behind the leaders. I think if I hadn't crashed on that first lap, I think I would have been in much better shape, but yeah, we did get the 240 in the Thunderstorm, so that was pretty awesome. Well, the race replay almost worked this time. At least now you can see my car going around the track, but the rest of the field is stuck over there on the run to the Ford chicane. As you can see, they're not moving. But yeah, this was an absolutely unreal video. This was so much fun to do. It was so exciting. It was so thrilling. I hope you got some of the same thrills and excitement that I got, because this was unreal to drive this. I would highly suggest, if you have this DLC, to do this, because it's a daunting task, but it is so rewarding when you actually feel like, wow, I'm Pedro Rodriguez sliding the Porsche 917 around a rainy Le Mans at 240 miles an hour. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you did enjoy, please hit the like on this video, and we'll see you in the next video.